Hey everybody, happy Friday. I knew it was Friday. I don't know why I just did that. Happy Friday. Y'all come on in. As you pop in, say hi. You know the drill. It is Jennifer at Studio J. Y'all know who I am. So come on in. I have 2 new boxes to add. Hey Wendy, I have 2 new boxes for the, oh no, hold on. I knew I would forget something. Hold on one second. I definitely need my iPad or I won't see comments. Hey, I'm back. Sorry. I'm back. If I don't have this, I won't be able to see comments. So I've learned not to go live without this. Now the problem is, it's going to take a second for it to charge up because I had it on late last night. Hey Sarah. Hey everybody. Let me see. I miss anybody? Oh, hey everybody. Hey Wendy and Sarah. Y'all are everybody. Okay, so, okay, I think it's charged. Oh, it's got enough juice. Okay. Sorry, I always do something. I always forget something. So, I think I might paint one piece. I'm just going to show y'all the pieces real quick, but I wanted to paint this yesterday. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Roberta. Hi, y'all. So, I will wait for a few more people to pop in. What I'm going to do, I have 2 new boxes for the countdown to Christmas. And they're smaller. They only have 3 ornaments each. So they're $15 a piece, a box. So they're still $5 per ornament, compared to like $6.50, $6.99. The ornaments vary in price, the original price. So it's anywhere from $6.25, $6.50, and $6.95. I think there's some that are that much. You've been looking for me all day. Thank you. It has been a crazy week, and today is crazy too. I just got home, so I am exhausted. I am so tired. But I'm excited. I can't wait to show y'all these. So what I did, y'all are probably gonna kill me when you hear this, because the whole point of doing this was to do small doses at a time, like, you know, just instead of releasing all the Christmas stuff at once, doing little bits at a time. But I have some other ornaments, and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put them on instead of putting them in a box. We've got 2 boxes. We've got 2 boxes today, 2 new boxes to release. And then I have some ornaments that I'm gonna run a flash sale in my shop. So they'll be at bundle box prices, like $5, but you can order one, or you might like one certain ornament and you want like 3 of that one. You don't want like 1 of this and that, you know, like a box. So I hope it makes sense. Hi Lois. Hey Amanda. Hey y'all. Okay, I'll be able to see over here better. Hold on, I'm like trying to see what's up there. Oh, I'm trying to go live on here. Hold on a second. I'm live up there. Hello. Okay. Ooh, I look rough. I don't have any mascara on. I have been running. I thought I'd been home a lot sooner. Okay. Okay, I'm on here. Okay, now I can see. Let me turn the volume down. Okay, so I'm going to show you the 2 boxes. I'm going to show you the individual items. There's ornaments and 2 signs that are, wow, what happened? Did y'all see that? Okay, I just saw, I just now saw it. That's the delay. Okay, I don't know how I did that. So, oh, thank you, Wendy. So, I lost my train of thought. The balloons distracted me. Okay, I only see like 7 eyeballs. So, if anybody pops in, they can always catch the replay too. Okay, so the boxes. Again, I'm gonna do a craft too. Okay, I get so distracted. I'm sorry. Okay, let's start with this one. Okay, this one is called, okay, this box, and the way these work, hey Cindy, they are available for a limited time as a box. And then once the box expires, the individual ornaments can be purchased in my shop at regular price. But when they're in the box, they are, hi Gerald, hello, thanks for popping in. While they're in the, as a box, they're discounted like, I don't know, like 20%. I can't remember. I know it's discounted more than like the 15% that my private group would normally get. So it's a better discount than that. So, okay, I'm sorry. I'm stalling, ain't I? Okay, tell me how to sprinkle. How to sprinkle. Near your comment bar, like where the little bar is to comment, look for an arrow that's kind of a curved arrow, and that's the share button, or as people call it, sprinkle. Does that do the balloons? Wait, I think 2 balloons, or is it 2 thumbs up? Something, I got it to work. I've never gotten that one to work. Hey, Jessica. So, how did that? I don't know. If I wasn't trying, it would work. Okay. Okay. This one is called the North Pole box. But in my head, I kept calling it the North Pole Family Portraits. And you'll see why when you see it. Okay. So, again, there's 3 ornaments. This box is 15. And they'll be unfinished, of course. You'll paint them yourself. Okay, the first one is Santa. How cute is he? I love Santa. Okay, so you got Santa. And of course, Mrs. Claus. See, I wasn't all into this one when I first saw it. And everybody I've shown this to is like, oh, look at her. And I'm like, but look at the reindeer. But everybody loves Mrs. Claus. Look at her little glasses. Okay, so you got Santa and Mrs. Claus, and of course Rudolph. Now you don't have to paint his nose red if you just want to make him a reindeer. I mean, if you want to make him a deer. So it's these 3. This is the North Pole box, and it's 15. So you're getting the ornament kits at $5 a piece. But aren't they cute? I love the little frames. I kind of want to do other stuff with these frames, you know. I feel like this might be a fun crafters challenge in our group. Maybe send you frames and what can you do with it. So, because they're just a really pretty shape. It's a solid base and then the frame outline. But they're so easy to paint too. So that's the North Pole box. Okay. So cute. Okay, $15. It's in my shop. Through October 31st. So it'll go through October 31st, and then on November 1st, these 2 will retire. The ornaments will be available individually to purchase at regular price, and new box or boxes will release. Okay, this one, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, this one also has 3 ornaments, and it's also $15. Now you could paint these any way you want. I tried something a little different on one of mine. Okay, this is called the Victorian gingerbread box. I don't know why it's called Victorian, and I'm not going to say because it doesn't have a carrot nose because I messed up there is a sign in my shop that has this Victorian gingerbread man. And I was like, why is he Victorian? Because he doesn't have a carrot nose. And y'all heard me say that, and y'all were like, what is she talking about? But nobody asked me. And I was like, wait, was I confusing him with a snowman? Hi, Teresa. Okay, so in this one, you get 3 ornaments. You're going to get the Victorian gingerbread man and the Victorian gingerbread lady. I don't know. That's what it says. And then the little, it's so cute. It's like a little cottage. It's a little Victorian house, a gingerbread house. I did my shutters or my windows navy blue just to do something different. But you could do them peppermint. You could do them like red and white, like stripes. Or you could do it all like white frosting. I will tell you, hold on. I'll put a picture with the listing because I've seen this as a white gingerbread house. Like I did mine brown with the white trim. I've seen it as a white house with white trim, and it's really pretty. So I'll include a picture. I don't have one. Why do I not have that picture? Okay, I will include that. It's not in the listing now, but I will include it. Getting the Santa and Mrs. Claus, my sister and brother. Oh, see, those would be so fun. If you're doing these, remember, I started this whole thing because I was talking about if you do tags on your gifts, like gift tags, you can write on the back with a Sharpie marker or a paint pen, whatever you have. You can write like, you know, to Amanda, love Jen, 2025, okay? Tie that onto their gift instead of putting a sticker or a little gift tag or whatever, or even a card, you know? I feel like those are things that get thrown away. This will not get thrown away. So, like if you've got little kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews and all that, they would love Santa Claus, you know? Or I feel like the reindeer is probably my favorite. But you can put that on the back, attach it to their gift, and that way, because you gotta label your gift so you know whose is whose. And then when you give it to them, they keep this, and they have a keepsake, hopefully forever. Hopefully they keep it forever. Okay, so those are the 2 boxes that are available. So even if you can't get them today, they are available through October 31st. So through Halloween. You have till Halloween to order these boxes, okay? But even after that, the individual ornaments will be for sale, but they won't be $5 a piece, okay? I think it tells, well, I don't think it tells on those. I think they're like $6.50. These might be $6.75. I can't remember. I think those are like $6.50. But you're getting a good deal on them. You're getting at least $1.50 off each ornament. Okay, so those are the 2 boxes. Now, I was saying I'm also doing a flash sale. Now, the flash sale, these items will be on sale through the weekend, not through October 31st, okay? So these are on sale through the weekend because I didn't want to release 3 boxes because some people might be like, oh, I can't get them all 3 right now, and they're going to expire. So I'm going to release these ornaments individually, but at the $5 price point. So it's kind of like having them in a box, but you don't have, like this is 3, they were all part of the same file. If you don't want all 3 of these, say you just love one of them, and you want to get like 3 of those, you can at the $5 range. Okay, so this one, I was going to call it a box. I even made up a flyer for it and everything. It was going to be called the Holy Night box. They're so pretty though. But there's 3 different ones, and they're listed individually in my shop, and they're at $5. This, I know it's backwards. This one says Holy Night. This one has baby Jesus. Is that not the sweetest thing? And then this one says adore him. I'm sorry, it's backwards. Hey, Karen. Hey, Debbie. Okay, so like I said, these three are not in a box, but they're on the flash sale. So they're kind of like at the box price, but individually. So $5. If you're interested in any of these, they're going to be on sale through the weekend. The boxes are available through October 31st. I know I'm going to be confusing some people, but I hope not. Okay, so there's those three. These are available individually, okay? And then I have one more ornament. This one is a little stocking. It's a layered ornament. There's an ornament like this also that has a red bird, a cardinal, that's in my shop. I'm pretty sure it's in there now. But it's like the one solid piece and then the little border. Super easy to paint because it's got the little checker marks, they're scored in there. And then the stocking is just one piece. But it's got the little heel and then the top scored, so you know what goes where. Okay, so isn't that one cute? And again, you could write on the back and put it on someone's gift, or you could tape a gift card to the back and give it as a gift. That would be cute too. Okay, two more items are in the flash sale. They're not ornaments. They are, I don't know if y'all saw the event I was in yesterday. I did this little kit. Actually, the frame is not part of the sale. It's the little sign. It's like the Christmas quilt design. So you get the base, and then you get 5 squares and then 4 Christmas trees. And I said yesterday, I think I put it in the shop, I'll send the little Santas, the little retro Santas, if anybody wants to do theirs like this. I thought that turned out really cute. Now, I used some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby for my trees. I didn't print those, so I can't send those, but you could use any paper, or you could paint that. You could paint stripes, you could paint them solid. You might have some it didn't take much paper at all. So this one is normally, hold on, it's $8.99. It's on sale for $6.99. So this little kit, now it's going to come with a little easel stand. I don't have it in here, but if you have the square, if you have this frame, it's the interchangeable frame. It's got the little hole. It fits perfectly in there. Here we go. He fits in there, but you don't have to have this frame. Okay. All right. So that one's on sale. It's called the Retro Santa Christmas quilt. I think that's what it's called. Okay. The other one that's on sale, I'm going to paint that one now. It's a woodland Santa. Now, I don't have a picture. There's a picture of it in the shop, but it's, you get the base. This is a bigger sign, and it will fit in the larger interchangeable. But it comes with an easel, but it will fit in your scalloped large interchangeable frame. Sorry. It will fit in that. Isn't the gingerbread stuff cute? I think they're both really cute. Okay, I'm going to paint this Santa, but I'm not going to do traditional red Santa. I want to do, it said woodland Santa, and I want to make him a woodland Santa and with like some neutral colors. So we're going to see how this turns out. Now, he is normally $12.99. He's on sale for $10 through the weekend. This sign right here. Hey, Leona. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Wendy, I already know you're here. I think you were the first one that popped in. Your name just popped up at the bottom though. So, hey Wendy. Let me get some paper towels. All right, so I'm gonna paint this and I'm gonna try and make it pretty quick. Y'all, I'm going to do a tomorrow. Hey Sue. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do a live. It's kind of a challenge in my coaching group. And I need to do this anyway, but I have never done it. Because she was saying, some of y'all, you have to watch, maybe when you first started, you introduced yourself and people, could get to know you. And now you've got more followers. I've never done it. I've never come on and officially, told y'all who I think if you watch me along the way, you've picked up bits and pieces. Some of you know more about me than most of my friends. You know all my dogs' names, you know my kids' names, my husband's names, where we ate dinner last night. I mean, all that stuff. So people that watch along the way, but I was going to, try to keep it kind of short, simple, and tell y'all about me, just kind of about me, how I got here, here, not how I got here, but what led me to where I'm at now. And I was telling y'all, let me show y'all. I'm just going to show you a sneak peek. Because I started out, my whole crafty world started out with a pottery. Studio J Company was a pottery business, okay? So I did custom pottery. I'm going to go into this right now, but I grabbed some, and I'll show them tomorrow. Hold on, let me grab some. I'm going to fall out of this chair. Okay. I can barely reach it. I grabbed a few pieces that I had downstairs. I know I've got more somewhere. I don't know where. But I used to do custom. I sold, there's fuzz flying around. Custom birthday plates, custom crosses for Holy Communion, baptisms, new babies, stuff like that. But I found some of my samples. But I used to do these. That's actually what Studio J was. I did birthday plates like this. Look, Leonard. This was a sample. I did these, and I did ornaments like these. They're all ceramic. But I did custom pottery, custom ceramics, really. So anyway, if I find some other pieces that I did, I'll bring them to show y'all. But I just want to kind of do a introduction thing and try to keep it kind of short and sweet, and just give y'all an idea of who I am, what led me to doing this, and any plans that I have for this page for next year. Because I've already been starting. When you buy a new planner, you feel like you got your life all together. So I started making plans and stuff, plans for next year and all that. So we'll see how that goes. I feel like if I put it out there, if I tell y'all, it'll kind of hold me accountable. Y'all can hold me accountable to do it. So if I say I'm planning to do this next year, y'all can just stay on me to get it done. It's sometimes I need that. I need somebody to put a little fire under me. Okay, for Santa, we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do him in he's going to be a woodland Santa. I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Ooh. Hi, Jackie. Do we get a discount on them? No, anything that's a promotion is already discounted. Like the ornaments are already discounted more than 15%. So the box price. Now, if it expires, like after October 31st, or any of the boxes we had before that have already expired, those are individually listed in my shop. Like the Frosty Friends, the polar bears and the snowmen, those are in my shop individually, and they're not on promotion anymore. They're at regular price. So you can use your discount on those. It won't bring it down to $5. I don't know what it'll be like 5 something, but it's a little more than the 15%. So it won't allow you to stack them. So, hey Donna. Let me see if I missed somebody. Hold on. I love neutrals too, Sue. I've been doing a lot of stuff in neutrals. But then I get on the kick and I'm like, I need some color. So, okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do his Santa's hat and his coat. You know what? I think I accidentally cut out his face. It's supposed to just be scored, and I cut it out, and I threw it in the trash. And I remember I got in here and I was putting it together. I was like, where's his face? And in my head, I could remember, I was like, when I went to throw the piece away, I was like, that piece has eyes. And I threw it in the trash. But luckily I found it. So if you get this, the face won't pop out, but it's easy to just paint it because there's all these layers. Like, see his little tiny face under there? He's a woolly man. He's a woolly booger. That's what my mom used to say, a woolly booger. He's got this part that goes over here, and then his mustache comes up to here. So you just see him kind of peeking through there. So you'll be able to just paint even his eyebrows. There's eyebrows on there, and then you've got individual little eyebrows here. That's how that Santa is on that ornament too. He's got little eyebrows you glue on. They're so cute. Okay. Hey Robin, welcome in from South Carolina. We have some other ladies here from South Carolina. We have South Carolina and North Carolina. I'm in Georgia. I'm not too far from y'all. Okay, I'm gonna separate these. I just have tape on the back to keep everything together, or I lose it. I lose everything. Okay, so let's do him in, y'all know I always start out, I do a white base coat. If you ever get a kit, and see how his face looks a little scorched? If you ever get a piece like that, I've heard people say they take alcohol wipes and wipe it off. It's just where the laser gets super hot. Sometimes that thing will be going. I have to change out that fan on it pretty often, but you'll see like a flame going around. I'm like, oh crap. So if it gets really hot, it does that. But you can either wipe it with a alcohol wipe, or just go over it real light with some sandpaper. And it kind of gets that, it's kind of like a residue. It'll get that off. Okay. All right, I'm going to, ooh, yuck. Okay, I'm going to leave it like this as it should come, and I'm going to show you. All you have to do is just paint there, and then put your top piece and your mustache underneath it. Let me find my buff color. I had it out earlier. I got natural buff. I'm gonna do Santa's little tiny face in buff. Okay, so let me get it all situated. Let's see how fast we can do this one, because I don't think it'll take long. I got some more cosmetic sponges today, because I am going through these fast. Okay, so I got a little bit of buff color on there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my white on anything else. I just do the white because I feel like it gives it a good primer, like a good base coat, especially if you're going to be painting it white. I'm going to do this on all of them. Just be careful not to snap. Anything that's got like a little skinny edge. I tell y'all all the time, I break my stuff, usually like while I'm doing a live, and y'all never know. I just glue it in place. Especially, I mean, if you're gluing it down anyway, I just get too rough with them sometimes. Okay, that's white. Use the mustache. See, look at these little bitty, those are eyebrows. Right there. He's gonna be so cute. All right, white. I'm gonna do some white. I'm gonna tape these down. Can't find those at your Dollar Tree. What, the wedges? I can't find them at Dollar Tree either. And I see people all the time say that. You know what I think? Because I got a pack today at Dollar General. I think they must mean Dollar General because I have looked. We have like 8 Dollar Trees near me. I haven't found them ever at Dollar Tree. So I think they might mean Dollar General. And Walmart has them. Amazon has them. You can get like packs of these. But yeah, I've never seen them there. Walmart used to sell like a big bag of them. This was back before I used them for painting. I used to see them all the time. And of course I haven't been in Walmart as much lately. I usually do my online shopping, groceries and stuff like that. And last time I went in there the other day to look at Christmas trees, and I ended up, oh my gosh, I had a cart full of stuff. I'm so ready to decorate for Christmas. People are like, no, it's too early. You gotta get through Halloween. But you know what? Who would know? You know? Because we don't host Thanksgiving here. But we do have a football party coming up. That's why Greg's like, at least wait till the football party is over. I don't care. Yeah, I got these at Walmart, I think. But I have gotten them from Amazon before, too. And then, like I said, I grabbed a pack. I was in Dollar General, and they had them. I think you only get like 28 in a pack, but that's not bad. And y'all, I showed y'all what I do. Like, I'll use it. And then, like, after this dries, or even sometimes before it dries, I'll cut off, you know, I'll just snip straight across the part that I used. And eventually, it gets down to be about this big. And then I'll just throw it away. But I'll just cut that end off, use it again, then cut that color off, just to make them last longer. You know? Because it adds up. Get his mustache. He's got a huge mustache. Like I said, he's a woolly booger. Okay. And then we'll do this in white also. This is his beard. So I think I'm gonna do his hat and his jacket or his coat in a tan color, like a taupe, kind of a taupe color. And then I'm gonna do the Christmas tree. He's holding a Christmas tree. I'm gonna do the Christmas tree in like a, not like a Christmas tree green, but kind of a earthy. Oh, I painted right over his face. Oh well, I'll go back over that. I just got it going. I'm gonna do his Christmas tree in like a, I wish I had moss green. I think I do have moss green up there. Then I have another color that I love. It's called, it's Apple Barrel, I think. Or is it Deco Art? I think it's called Thicket or Laurel. This one's called Thicket. It's like a, it's in the green family. It's just not green, like Christmas green. But we're going for a kind of a rustic. He's called a woodland Santa. I guess because he's carrying that tree. He doesn't have a bird. I feel like he should have a little bird sitting up on his, you know, on his hat. Don't y'all? You're going to start Christmas decorating next weekend. Oh yeah, the parakeet color. I love parakeet. Let me see. There's parakeet. That's bright. I love parakeet. It's almost empty. Okay, I gotta do his face again. I messed up. Easy fix. Okay. All right, let's do. I wonder if that's too light. Let's see. I have Waverly chalk paint in mineral. It's kind of a tan color. So, when does the craft challenge due? The bonus craft challenge, which was the cake, Life is Short, Eat Cake. That one is the 20th. So, what's that, Monday? Is that Monday? It's the 20th. And then the box challenge, just make over a box. That one is, I think, the 25th. It's in the shop. There's a little flyer I did it in the, not in the shop, in the group. The deadline on that, I think it's the 25th. I have to look at the poster. Yes, okay, I had it right. Thanks, Amanda. Yes, the 20th. Somebody asked me, I think Diane asked me this morning or last night. Or maybe she asked last night and I answered in the middle of the, like at 2. I messaged somebody at 2 in the morning, and I know they were probably thinking, why are you messaging me this late? I just happened to look at my phone at 2 in the morning and there was a message. So if y'all ever get a message from me, I pop on at all hours. Okay. What are we going to start with? We will start with, I have this color called Burlap. I haven't used it yet, but it's a Deco Art color. That's really pretty. Let me see if it's darker than that mineral. They almost look the same. I'm going to do Burlap because I haven't used this one yet. Try it out. See what we think. Connie. Hey, Sue. Hi, Helen. Hi, everybody. I showed the boxes, the new releases at the beginning. I'll show them again before I get off. And then we have a flash sale going this weekend. And I just wanted to paint this rustic woodland Santa real quick because he's on sale. This sign is on sale through the weekend too. So, I want to paint it. I was going to try to slip it in yesterday during that event, and I didn't finish as quickly as I thought I would. That was you? Did I message you at 2 in the morning? I'm sorry. Sorry. It was after I sent it, I thought, oh, she's probably be like, what is wrong with her? Okay. It's going to look weird at first because people will be like, why is Santa with tan coat? But I'm not going to worry about the little pom-pom at the bottom because there's a piece, there's a layer for the pom-pom. Okay. See, the good thing about me doing this is if you thought about, oh, I'd like a rustic woodland Santa, and you don't want to paint yours like this, because if mine's ugly, you don't have to paint yours like that. But if it turns out good, you might be like, oh, I might try that. So I'm kind of like the guinea pig. I will just give it a try, and we'll see how it turns out. Of course, it's paint, so you could just paint right over it. Okay, this part here, let me take this off. This part right here is his coat, because his beard hangs down. So I'm going to paint it brown too, or tan, or burlap, whatever the proper name is. You're an hour behind me, you don't sleep much at all. I don't sleep much at all either. Hey Diane, what did you cook for dinner? You almost went live. Hey, Melissa, every time, I haven't done it in a while, and like Amanda will always say, go get a coffee, because if I get iced coffee, like after 4 o'clock, I don't sleep at all that night. So she's always, if you go live late at night, I swear, one night I was like, I'm going to go live because I need to paint this and get it on there, and people could just watch the replay. So at least I'll have it on there. I went live and there was like 27 eyeballs, and I was like, holy cow. And they stuck with me like through the live. It was so fun though. I was like, y'all just made me feel so much better, because I feel like I'm like the only person awake. But I feel like I can get so much done late at night. So Melissa, next time that happens, just go live and watch how many people show up. It's amazing. I can do a live where only like 7 people show up in the middle of the day. I think it's because all the other crafters, all the bigger famous crafters are probably on, you know. And I can't compete with that. So you go late at night while they're sleeping and get some viewers. Yeah, because I mean, I think about it. When I do go to, even once I do go to bed, I get in the bed and I get on my phone and I start watching people's replays and stuff like that, catching up on stuff. So, something to think about. All right, I'm not using this one. All right, so we got his beard, we got his face, a little bit of his face you can see. That's white. Okay, instead of red, like I said, I'm not doing red. I'm going to do this like cranberry color. If I can figure out where I put it. Nope. cranberry wine. Okay, it's deco art. Cranberry wine. I think that'd be pretty. Oops. I actually bought these colors for fall projects, but I think that'll be pretty together, don't y'all? Can y'all see? Hey, it created. I didn't even do a heart. See, if I was trying, if I'm trying, it doesn't work. Oh, it did work. Oh wait, yeah, it did work. Okay, made a liar out of me. I don't care. Yes, do it, do it. Because Amanda's always saying, go get an iced coffee. So I'll come on late at night. I'm like, I'm so tired. If I come on here, I'll scare y'all. Half the time my hair's not brushed or something like that. It's so late in the day. I'm like, oh. Okay. So I'm going to do that cranberry color on his little mittens. And then there's a white cuff. There's a little white cuff that's going to go over that, so I don't have to worry about being super careful. Okay. Just going to do his little mittens. It's a pretty color. Okay. There, it's like a cranberry red. You do, but I don't listen. I know, but one time I drank an iced coffee and I didn't sleep. Like the next day, Greg got up and he's like, have you been to bed? And I said, no. I'll take a nap today. And I didn't take a nap. And I was like, oh my God, I'm getting scared. Made me nervous. Okay, I'm going to do the holly berries. He's got on his, above his, on his, the fur of his hat, he's got greenery, and there's little holly berries. I'm going to do them the same color, that cranberry color, because I'm not using red. So, we're going to see how this looks. This would be a pretty lipstick. Bright. Okay, his nose, I'm gonna give him a little pink nose like he's cold. Or like he's, you know, like a blush. Okay, this is rose. It's kind of pink. Not too pink. And I know I'll get a message from somebody or a comment saying, we don't have to know all this. I'm just telling you, in case it turns out really good, you'll know what colors I use. Because I won't remember. And if I don't say it out loud, if somebody asks me, I'll be like, I don't know. So, just in case. Alright, all these are staying white except the tree. And here's the little greenery that's going to go on his hat. So, like I said, I'm going to do that in that thicket. There's another one that's similar to this, and it's called Laurel. I don't see it up here, though. We're going to try this. There's 3 ornaments in each. There's 2 boxes that released. And then I did some ornaments that are on the flash sale. Individual ornaments at the $5 price point. Kind of like a box. They're $5. Like these boxes are $15 each. There's 3 ornaments in each box and they're $15 each. So they're essentially $5 a piece in the box. But I did a few ornaments because I didn't want to release 3 boxes. But I had another ornament file that I was like, this is really pretty. I'm gonna put these out there. So they're on a flash sale through the weekend. I'll show them again in just a second. I love this color. This is the color I said I wish I should take this bottle to Home Depot and get them to match it, because I want to paint my front door that color. It's just the coolest green. I like it. This one's like it's got blue in it, but not like, it's not really teal. Let's see. Hang on. There we go. I'm gonna dry brush it. Y'all know I'm gonna dry brush. I dry brush everything. If you're new here, hey Angie, are you at work? Are you driving? What time is it? Are you driving? Sometimes you're driving. I think I'm gonna love this. All right, I gotta figure out a color to do the background around Santa. So y'all tell me what you think. Should I maybe I should just do it like, make it look like wood. I don't know. Something neutral. Something earthy. Yours is a dark green. Mine has, you're at home, Angie. Okay. My front door, of course we replaced our front door. Now it's just white. I haven't painted it yet. But, gosh, it started out, it was dark green. Then it was like a burgundy color. That's the only two colors. Maybe it was black at one time. I don't know. I would just get bored and paint it. Okay. Let's do one more coat on here. Get it solid. Y'all, I think he's going to be really pretty. So far, so good. Just do my last little touch-ups here. And these colors are going to look a lot softer once I dry brush them. All of them. Okay. White mustache. White pom-pom. Got his face. And as you can see, I went outside of, I didn't try to stay where his face is. You can see the outline of it because everything's gonna be covered with another piece, so it'll be fine. And anything that's peeking out from behind his mustache and his little cuff of his hat, there it goes again. Y'all, I've never gotten it to do that, and today I'm not even trying, and I must be full of love today. I don't know. I need brown. Let's see. I'm gonna do a little tree trunk brown. Maybe. Maybe not. That's empty. I'm gonna do this one. That one's not open yet. There's some. Okay. I got green where I did not want green. Let's see. Let me dry this and yeah, I've got this like tiered, it's like a tiered, kind of like a spice thing. I got it at Michael's. But I have, well, it's supposed to just be the main colors that I use, and I have the rest over in another tub over there, but I have like the same colors multiple times, and it's all just shoved right here in the corner, but it's like one of those tiered things, and each tier holds like 2 rows of paints. I got it at Michael's when all their containers and organizing stuff was 50% off. And I have another one here that's got little drawers. It's got 2 drawers and then little dividers in the top of it. It's really nice to have. That way I can have like, I tried to think of things that, you know, random things that sometimes you might need, like these little clamps. My glue stick. Y'all, I always have like a little lipstick right here, and right before I go on, I try to put some lipstick or chapstick on my lips. And today I was rushing around and I grabbed this and I was like, oh my God, if I would have put that on my lips, that would have been a nightmare. Can you imagine a pasty glue stick? Ugh. Yeah, I try to have everything, but as you can tell, sometimes I go on and I have to run across the room to grab something. I totally forget. But it's nice to have everything right at your fingertips, especially when you go live. I don't sand it every time. Just if it's got like scorch marks on it. You know how sometimes it gets really hot and you'll see like it looks burnt? I mean, you can paint over that, but I feel like you have to do more coats. If you're doing white, I feel like it kind of comes through on the white. So there was just a few of them that had I tell you what, I'm replacing that fan often. That thing's running crazy speed. I run that Glowforge so much. Okay, so I'm just dry brushing all this stuff. Man, I got a new plug-in for in here. I usually have a little Bath and Body Works plug-in, but I was in Dollar General and it's Airwick, and I think it's called White Sage. It's something sage and mahogany. It smells really good. Like every now and then I just keep getting a whiff of it. It's plugged in back here. It smells so good. But I haven't been to Bath and Body Works in a while. And I was in there and I was like, ooh. And it had the little scratch and sniff thing on it. So I was like, oh, this smells good. Okay. All right, I got the tree. I want to do his coat and his hat too. Just to give it a little something. All the pieces take different times. Like there's some things, I don't have it cutting now because I'm afraid they say don't leave it unattended. And I'm one of those people that will still leave things unattended. But when I first got my Glowforge, I think I've told this story before. My brother-in-law works at Delta Airlines here in Atlanta, and they have a laser that I guess they cut parts and stuff for planes. I don't know. But anyway, they have a rule, a policy. You do not ever leave it unattended. If you're cutting something in there, you stay with it. And he said that this was like a couple weeks after I got my laser. And he called me. Well, he called and called and called, and I didn't answer the calls. And then he messaged me. He's like, I need to talk to you. And I called him back, and he said, do you have a fire extinguisher? And I said, yeah. And he said, near your Glowforge? And I said, no, it's in the basement. It's with my kiln, which I don't use now. But I said, and I have one in the kitchen. He said, you need to get one out there. And don't ever leave it unattended. He said that that's one of their rules. And the guy that was cutting something, I don't know how young he was, but he said the boy. He said the boy that was cutting something got a phone call, and they're kind of loud. When the laser's going, it's kind of loud. He said he stepped out of the room to take this phone call, and while he was out, it caught on fire, and he wasn't paying attention, and I don't know how bad it got, but I think the guy got fired. But I was like, well, and this is how dumb I can be. I was like, I'm not spraying a fire extinguisher into that. That thing was like $7,000. That laser, I was like, he was like, how much is your house worth? And I was like, oh, okay, I gotcha. But you know what I did? I bought, instead of a fire extinguisher, I bought one of those is it called a fire blanket? I got it on Amazon. You got 2 of them, but I've been seeing a lot of influencers saying these are good to have in your house, like in your kitchen or something like that, because all you do is you pull these cords and you throw it over like the fire, and it like puts it out. You don't have to spray. My best friend, she's still going through all these renovations right now because she put something on her stove. She made some empanadas or something. She said she made something and she wrapped them in foil or maybe she had them wrapped in like a dish towel in a little basket. And she put them on the stove, on the stovetop, but somehow she had something on keep warm or something like that. She's got a fancy stove, I don't know. But anyway, she said she thought she had it on warm. Something she does all the time. And she said she had it on warm because they were already done. She was trying to keep them warm. And she went and got laundry out of the dryer and carried it back to her bedroom, which is on the other end of the house, and was just going to fold those clothes and put them away. And then she heard the smoke detector going off, and she went in there, and her kitchen was on fire. And she said, like, I guess whatever they were wrapped in, that caught on fire, and it went up, and her microwave, the fire went up there, and it went to like just those cabinets right there. But she grabbed her fire extinguisher and she just unloaded that thing and she put it all out. But the fire department came, and they threw her microwave out into the front yard. She said they threw the microwave out there, and they pulled out the cabinets above, and they had to like knock out some of the drywall to make sure the fire wasn't inside the walls, because it could be spreading through the house. But she said, she sent me a picture, and it was just like the microwave, like just right there. You would think, okay, you're just gonna have to replace these cabinets, your microwave, and your stove. They are replacing, her insurance company was like, you're going to have to stay in a hotel for several months. They are replacing all of her cabinets, all of her appliances, like bedroom furniture. I'm like, wait, why bedroom furniture? It was in your kitchen. She said, apparently smoke damage. I don't know, but I mean, things that were like in rooms at the back of the house. And I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, hey, I'm not going to argue, but I was like, you're going to argue when your insurance goes up next year. But she's like, they're saying that I guess, I mean, her house probably was filled with smoke. But they say, I mean, she says she unloaded that whole fire extinguisher on it. What if you need like 10 to put in your shop? Take forever. 10 what? 10 lasers or 10 kits, Melissa? Can you imagine having 10 lasers? I can't imagine having 2 lasers. I see all these girls with these like big, I would love to have one of those thunder lasers. You know, maybe if my page gets big enough, like if I ever get like 100,000 followers, maybe Thunder will send me one. I've seen We Create sending out lasers to some of the pages, and I've seen more people having problems with them. But We Create, it's people that are trying to do like big orders and stuff. Like if you're just cutting little stuff, it's not a big deal. But We Create and Glowforge came out with a smaller laser called the Aura. It's AURA, and it's supposed to be like a smaller version, but they say it overheats like that. You have to clean it, like every time you cut something, you got to clean everything inside. Like I'll cut like several kits, and then I have that Mr. Clean Freak. I have to get in there and clean everything, take the crumb tray out of the bottom, take it to the car wash and pressure wash it, you know. But they say with the Glowforge Aura, AURA, all I see is in the chat group, the Glowforge chat group, people are having so many problems. And I'm like, wow. So, just so you know, if you're ever thinking about it, because I think they made it fairly reasonably priced, but people are having issues with it. But I see a lot of people got those We Creates, but I've been seeing a lot of people having problems with them. Or like something messes up and it's taken forever to get apart. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm going to take... Sorry, I got off on that little rant about the fire extinguisher. Yeah, I mean, some kits... If there's kits that take, I think the most, like one of the boxes recently that I had, the Woodland Winter box, the one with the fox with the tree slice ornaments, that one, just to cut those 4 ornaments, took a little over 18 minutes. And most people say, 18 minutes, that ain't bad. It is when you have to stand there and you're cutting like 20 kits. 20 people ordered that box or whatever. 18 minutes. And that's just for it to cut. Then after it cuts, you have to open it and you have to get all of these little pieces. That's why y'all see me stick them on tape. I'll just pull out a big piece of tape and I'll just start putting everything on the tape. And then get it and move it. Because my back starts killing me if I'm leaning over doing all these little pieces. So I'll take it to a table and just try to match them up. But if it's something that takes that long, I think twice about even offering that kit. I'm like, so-and-so sells it, you know. There's a gingerbread train that I think Diane has it. Yeah, Diane has it. And a couple people have asked me, where's that train? I'm like, if you want it, I will cut it. But it takes forever, and it's a gazillion pieces. Poor Diane, I sent it to her in like a Ziploc baggie. I was just like, I didn't even tape them out or anything. I felt bad after I sent it. I was like, oh my God, I don't ever want to see that thing again. But it's so cute. It's like a whole gingerbread train. It's so cute, but it's a lot of pieces. So if you don't like a lot of pieces, you probably wouldn't like that kit. I see people like putting kits together on a live, and I'll see people in the comments saying, oh God, one of those, you know, puzzle kits. And I'm like, some people hate the kits. I love them. I love them because you're not having to be so careful. I like that it's separate pieces. That way I don't have to stay in the lines and not get the red on the green, like I just did on this tree. Like I wish that tree trunk was separate, but it's not. I need a dark brown. it's at. Okay. We're almost done. We're going to put this together. I still don't know what I'm going to do for the base. Like the background. You loved making it. It turned out so cute. And like I said, if anybody wants it, I can make it. I kind of wish the Glowforge was in here because I could just turn it on and I could be working on stuff. But it takes up so much space. I mean, not so much space, but I don't have the space in here. And it needs to be near a window. So the only window I have is the double window over here. And I've got my built-ins over here. So I mean, I could find a spot over there, but there's nowhere to vent the thing out. So gotta find a window. I'm trying to move it into another room over here, but Greg's like, my gosh, I've got my stuff everywhere. The whole house is my craft room. Okay, the background. What do y'all think? Oh, I wonder if I have a paper, like a scrapbook paper that kind of looks like the forest. That's neutral. Seriously, a couple people have asked me about it, but I'll cut it. I'll cut it. I just don't have it in my shop. But I'll cut it. I don't have anything set up where it's at to craft. Because I set it up in the spare bedroom and Callie moved back home, so I have to move it out. I can only use it like when she's not home and stuff. So that's why I'm trying to move it again. Karen has a craft house too. White birch trees. Yes. Let me grab this winter scrapbook pad. And we'll see what we've got. I just want something that goes with this neutral tone I'm doing. Let me see. I don't have a napkin that big. Hang on. These. See, I have this winter scrapbook paper from Michaels, but I feel it's called Blue Christmas. So everything's got more blues. I didn't really do any blues in here. Oh, there's some gray. Hold on. Stripes, the blue. This gray might work. Because it's got like bows. Are those snowflakes? I don't know if y'all can see that pattern. Can y'all see that? Let me see. It's gray. See, here's one with blue. It's kind of... I just feel like the blue might clash with all the other stuff. Hang on. These are all pretty if you do blues. That's like metallic. I had a paper from Hobby Lobby that had like birch trees, like you were just saying, Lois. Let's see. Okay, these are neutrals. I mean, they're not really Christmassy, but let's see what we got. Sorry, I didn't plan this part out. Was everybody going to leave? We'll see you later. There's a map. Green. I got this at Goodwill. These are all random. Ooh, the stripe. Oh, hey. Wait. It's like a solid green. Hold on. Ooh, I like a checkerboard. You ever forget you have stuff and you're like, hey. Pretty papers, but okay, hold on. I saw something. These are all fall colors. Let me see what. You know, it's kind of plain. I could probably paint that. It's not really a pattern. There's stripes in a neutral. It's kind of in that tan color. Is that too much? I need to see what y'all are saying. They were putting out new scrapbook papers at Hobby Lobby. I need to get in Hobby Lobby. I gotta replace that pad, that Christmas paper. They give the Plinko board. Okay, let's see. Let me try to picture this. Sorry, I'm trying to picture. I'm overthinking it as usual. I just kind of wish I had a color. Hey, hang on one second. I know I've got, oh, hold on. I have a birch, the birch trees somewhere. Wait, here's some papers I bought at Hobby Lobby recently. Y'all, what do you think of this? It looks like leather. Is that too much? It looks like leather. I think I got it because it went with the football stuff. This is pretty. It doesn't really go with it, but this is from Hobby Lobby. It's like snow and berries, greenery, stuff like that. Leopard print. That was fun. Well, so much for making this quick. I like the leather, though. Let me see how he looks on the leather. Ooh, y'all. It might look pretty cool with a leather background. I mean, why am I overthinking this? It's just a sign. Okay, I'm going to put all these away. These aren't big enough. Not quite. These aren't quite big enough. Y'all like him on the leather? Okay, I'm going to try him on the leather. I mean, you know. Who am I trying to impress? No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to impress y'all. Okay, we're going to do him on leather. I mean, because I don't know when else I will use this. I just thought it was really cool looking. We'll get this corner here it looks like worn leather. It's like really worn. We'll get it where it'll be in a spot that's not going to be covered up. Here. Okay. This stuff over. Because I think we're about ready to start putting them together. We just need the base. Cut this out. I gotta bring my pencil back in here. I think the leather might be pretty cool. Something different. Okay, here we go. Okay, just a little sidetrack there. Mod Podge. Now I'm gonna end up covering him up. It's got the little etched or the little scored drawing, but I know where he goes. I mean it's the big pieces, so it's the little pieces that go on top, so it won't matter. We'll just center him where we want him. Mod Podge this on here. Just a little. Y'all, paint party's coming up. I got the last ones sent out today. And I asked the girl, I was like, how long are these going to take? So it sounds like everybody should have their paint party kit in time for Tuesday. I'm just going to watch some of them. And if it looks like they're not going to get there in time, I'm sorry. I got so off this week. I had a rough week, y'all. If I need to send anybody a copy of their raffle ticket for the Plinko game, I will. So you can at least play Plinko during the party. But I want everybody to be able to craft with the party, you know? Not with a replay. But according to the girl at the post office, they all look like they're going to make it by Tuesday. So I hope so. I'm excited. It's going to be so cute. I got some good, I've been trying to find like gingerbread themed prizes for the Plinko game. I got these cute little light up gingerbread houses. I think they're like ornaments, but they light up. They're really cute. I got a few of those. I'm probably going to cut out some gingerbread shapes, like bigger, like bigger ones. Not big, but, you know, bigger than normal embellishments. Okay, this is drying as fast as I put it on here. All the edges. Yours is going to arrive Monday. When is the paint party? It's Tuesday, right? Oh, it's the wait, it's not till the 28th. Oh, whew. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I was panicking. I don't know why I was thinking it was this coming Tuesday. Who just said that? Thank you so much. Yes, okay. Y'all, I'm telling you, my brain has not been 100% this week. Just been distracted. But, oh my God, I feel so much better. Oh my gosh, that girl probably thought I was crazy in there. I was like, do I need to pay extra for any of these to go priority? Oh my gosh, now I feel like a ding dong. Oh, thank God. Okay, just trying to get all these air bubbles out. I have my little squeegee thing up here. Yeah, I feel so much better now. I was stressing. Yeah, with me being in Georgia, anybody out west, it takes a little longer. Which, I mean, I guess that's normal. Okay, I think we're good. This is cool looking. All right, let me sand these edges off. And we'll start putting him together. He's gonna be so cute. We go on the 28th on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. Y'all, we should do a meet and greet on a cruise. No, I'm just kidding. That would be fun, though. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. Look at that. Let me see. I'm just going to make sure, since I added paper to it, make sure it still fits in here. Yeah. Okay, it's going to fit inside my scallop frame, but it comes with an easel. So even if you don't have this frame, or if you don't want to put it in that frame, it'll come with a little easel to stand it on. Okay, let's put our Santa on. Wait, who said that? Your best friend lives in Sharpsburg? I live in Sharpsburg. I'm like right at the edge of Peachtree City, like near Sam's and Costco. I always feel like I just practically live in Peachtree City because I never go to Noonan, which is, you know, in my county, but I'm like Everything is in Peachtree City, closer to me. Yeah, I'm in Sharpsburg. Okay. So I'm going to lay him out how he's going to go first. So see what fits where. I think I'm gonna, before I pop him in here, I think I'm gonna add a little, oh, let me plug it in. Hold on. The battery goes low, the screen gets really dim, and I can't see what it says. Yeah, I live in Sharpsburg. Where, well, you don't have to tell where your friend lives, but I'm, yeah, I'm near Sam's and Costco. Yeah, I always go to Peachtree City. Everything's in Peachtree City. Okay. I was gonna take a little bit of this gray and the white and just kind of shade his, not shade, but paint his beard. Just so it has a little bit of dimension, like some little streaks. So, let me get a brush. Hey, Sherilyn. On Riverside. In Riverside, like the subdivision Riverside. I know where that is. It's not too far from me. Okay. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to take a little bit of white and gray and keep them kind of mixed up like that. I want it to be more white, but... And his mustache. Let me do his mustache too. That's too much gray. I'm going to get my gray on there. I'm just going to go over it with white. Yes, I want to do a meet and greet. I do. I really do. Okay. Oh. I've lost his eyebrow. Oh, there they are. Sorry. I had a little panic. Okay, now we're putting him together. So he's got, let me just dot his eyes. Because once I put his hat and his mustache on there, it's going to be hard to get to his eyes. I'm just going to dot them. I'm off Fisher Road, actually. Yes, yes. Fisher and Andrew Bailey. Yep. That's so funny. What if I know your best friend? That would be funnier. Where? Here we go. Has she lived here long? I've lived in Sharpsburg 30 years. I've been in this house 25 years, or 26 years almost. It's a small world. Okay, now we're going to put it together. I keep saying that, but now I mean it. Poke this. Now we're going to put it together. Alright, so we're going to put his coat. Let's see if I need to go all the way. Put this right here. Okay. I feel like I probably should put some hot glue with it, but I'll just be careful holding it up for y'all. Just because it's sliding around a little bit on this leather, this paper, this leather. I'll just be real careful holding it up to show y'all. Yes, we all need to get together. That'd be so fun. Yes, Sherilyn, this one, I'll show y'all real quick in a second. This is on I'm doing a flash sale this weekend. So this one's on sale. The one I did yesterday with the retro Santa, the Christmas quilt looking one, that one's on sale. I'll show them all again. 1 second. Let me get him put together. And then I released 2 new Christmas ornament boxes, countdown to Christmas boxes. And then I made some new ornaments too. They're on the flash sale too. They're not necessarily a box, but they're kind of like the box prices. So I'll show you. But yeah, he's on sale too. And this one comes with an easel, but it will also fit in that interchangeable frame if you have that. I really should put some hot glue on here, but maybe some clamps help. I don't know if these reach that far. They don't. Okay. His little mustache. Look how cute. It's a big old mustache. Ooh, smells like burnt wood. Okay, up there. His little nose, he's got a little pink or rose nose. Rose nose. Okay, and his eyebrows. Can't forget the little bitty eyebrows. These are tiny, tiny little brows. All right. And then his little pom-pom for his hat. Or you could put a real pom-pom, you know, a little fuzzy pom-pom. Can y'all hear my iPad dinging? It's Messenger. Somebody's messaging me. But one night, okay, so I don't know if I was recording from my iPad or what, but my phone was laying there, and our Ring camera, we have a Ring camera on the back of the house, like on the back porch. And I don't know, one of the notifications, you know, you can have different alerts and all that. It sounds like Alexa talking, and she says, someone's at your back door, or someone's on your back porch, because you name your camera, and I named it back porch. And so whenever it had motion detected, it would say, someone's at your back door. And one night I went back and I was watching my replay. It was like probably 2 in the morning, and I'm sitting out in the living room by myself. And apparently the replay, you could hear my phone in the background. And so I'm watching it, and I hear, someone's at your back door. Y'all, chills went up my spine. I freaked out. I was like, someone's on my back porch at 2 in the morning. It scared me to death. And then I realized, wait a minute, I'm watching the replay, and it picked it up on my phone. So there was nobody on my back porch, but it freaked me out so bad. It was so funny. Okay, so here's his oh wait, here's his tree. There's one hand that goes over here, or a mitten. Which way does it go? There's one hand. And then you can see on the tree, you can see that it's etched out where the other mitten goes. So you just gotta glue his little tree on him. All right, well, so much for me making this quick because I was overthinking the background. Sorry. Get to the East Coast. I know. Was it come to the East Coast? What is that? Somebody had a t-shirt. It said, come to the dark side. We have cookies. Come to the East Coast. We have crafts. I'm just kidding. We have cookies. I did buy brownies today. I'm going to make some brownies. Because it's Fun Friday. I deserve a brownie. Okay. And then his mittens have little cuffs. Little furry cuffs. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. I still feel like he needs a little bird on his hat. I probably have a bird in my stash somewhere. Okay. And there's greenery on this hat. It's like holly. And the holly berries. All right, that's all of that. But I want to do something else to him. Hold on. I'll show y'all where we're at so far. Super cute. I'm afraid I'm going to pick him up and it's all going to fall. All right, I'm going to take... I'm just going to do some little accents, like some little dots and stuff. I just feel like it needs some fun. Right. There it is. Just hitting the edges of his hat or his fur. His mustache. I should have done that before I glued it on, but I didn't. Sorry, I just went off into my own little world here. All right, let's do real quick. I'm just gonna take that wine color and do a couple of little things on his hat. Just some dots. Okay. I'm done. Okay. What do y'all think? I don't want everything to fall off, but cute. Let me see. I like the leather. It would even be cute if you did like a texture on his beard. Here, I'm gonna stick him in this frame. See how he looks. Might be too much white with that leather background. Okay, so what do y'all think? Cute? He's cute. Hey, Carol Ann. Oh, yes, private group starts at 6:30. Oh my gosh. I thought I was gonna do this quick. Okay. Yes, we're doing private group at 6:30. Let me show the ornaments real quick again. Oh my gosh, who reminded me? Thank you, Amanda. I was like, I'll do this at 4:30 and then we'll do that at 6:30. Okay, let me show anybody that missed. So these are the 2 boxes. They're good. They're available through October 31st. There's the Victorian gingerbread box. Both boxes each have 3 ornaments and each box is 15. I tried to keep them small this time. So there's the Victorian gingerbread lady. She's pretty. And y'all have seen the Victorian gingerbread man because there's a sign like this one we just did of him. So there's him. So it's the couple. And then their little house. The little Victorian house. Okay, so that's the Victorian gingerbread box. And then the other one is called the North Pole box. I was saying, I think of it as the North Pole family portraits. There's 3. There's Santa in his little frame. It's his little portrait. And Mrs. Claus. And Rudolph. Or you could just do a black nose. It could be any reindeer or any deer. So that's the North Pole box. It's also 15. It's available through Halloween. Okay. Then those are 2 boxes. And then for the flash sale is only through the weekend. It's not through October 31st. It's through the weekend. And this guy that we just did, not the frame, but this sign, he's the Woodland Santa. He's normally $12.99. He's on sale for $10 through the weekend. And then the retro Santa. Oops. Oh my gosh. In there. This one we did yesterday. It's like the Christmas quilt. This one's on sale. It's normally $8.99. It's $6.99 through the weekend. I think it's listed as retro Santa quilt, Christmas quilt or something like that. Okay, then I have a few ornaments that are on sale for $5 through the weekend. There's the Christmas stocking. It's a layered stocking. Super cute. And then there's these 3. There's baby Jesus. These all kind of go together. There's baby Jesus. Holy Night. I love these. And Adore Him. Okay, so these are $5 each through the weekend. I think that was it. Was that it? I think that was it. Y'all, oh my gosh. We might need to do a group, like 10 minutes later. I gotta find my project. I might have to cut me one. I don't know if I cut enough from, I don't know if I cut myself one. I think I did. I have to go look. So let's do this. I'll post it in the group in case someone's not on here. Let's do private group. It's supposed to be 6:30. Let's do 6:45. Is that okay for y'all? I don't think I cut one for myself. I meant to cut one. Okay. But thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm going to run. I didn't realize I overthought that too much, and it took longer than I thought. But thank y'all for hanging out. I will go back and watch the replay. I know I missed some comments, so I'll go back and watch that. It'll probably be 2 in the morning, and you'll get a response from me. Hopefully it won't be that late. All right. I will see y'all tomorrow. I will be on here tomorrow. It's going to be later in the day because we do football on Saturdays, but it'll be later in the day. I'll post and give a little bit of notice when I'm going to come on. And then the ladies in my private group, I will see y'all. Okay. I will see y'all at 6:45. I got to go get me it's the leaf. It's the leaf project. Okay. Bye, y'all. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Lois.